Hi everyone, and welcome to the Greensand Way 100 recap video. So it's been about 4 weeks now since I ran the Greensand Way 100, and I just thought it was about time that I picked up the camera again and just had a chat with you guys about how it went on the day, and also what I've been doing since the Greensand Way 100 and a few things that we've got coming up in the next couple of weeks. So before we talk about the actual run itself, obviously the Greensand Way 100 was all about raising funds for Cancer Research UK, and just to bring you up to speed with the fundraiser, so currently we're sitting at £4,825 raised for Cancer Research UK. Once again, I can't thank you all enough for all your generosity and support for the fundraiser, and yeah, the money raised is going to go a long way to helping people that are suffering not only directly but indirectly with cancer, and yeah, it's fantastic, and I can't thank you all enough for all your generosity and support. So the Greensand Way 100 then, how did it go? So for those of you that have already seen the sort of video of the Greensand Way 100, you'll know that I managed to finish it, and yeah, I performed pretty well. Obviously the main overall theme, I would say, of the Greensand Way 100 was support. Like, not only were we supporting Cancer Research UK and obviously people that have been affected by cancer in our local running community.
How are you?
Fantastic, eh?
Yeah. How are you?
What amazing, and for the for the charity and everything. Well done, really.
Oh mate,
amazing,
it's great to see
mate.
you.
You've raised so much money. Honestly, it's going to be going to a good cause, and honestly, I don't know how you're doing it, to be honest.
Are you okay?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, all good. Yeah.
Excellent. Have they been looking after you?
Average. Yeah. Well, Elena.
I know she has. I know she has. I don't worry about her. I know she's done
everybody
it.
else has been great. Elena's been rubbish.
Oh.
Sat down in there.
Great to see Mick and Elena from Surrey Track and Run come out to support. Amazing. So yeah, Mick's had a bit of a battle with cancer recently, and this basically is all for him to support him. So yeah, wow, true inspiration. I'm so amazed that he came out, especially this late at night, because it's like, is it now? It's 20 to 12.
Obviously there was a lot of support for me on the day as well, so yeah, I can't thank everyone enough for all the support and love that you showed me during the run. Not only the people that came out on the day and like got involved on the actual run itself, but obviously everyone online sending me messages and stuff. Absolutely fantastic support. Obviously it's important to mention that the legends that were there on the day that supported me on the trail. So obviously my mum and dad, they did a fantastic job once again of crewing me personally, and they were there to mainly look after me, but they also did help look after the other guys that ran with me as well on the day. And then having Zachary there just made it super special for me. Obviously you can't have a child as young as that supporting you and pacing you in a official 100-mile race. So as this wasn't a race environment, it was fantastic to be able to share the trail with Zachary as well, and having him there just definitely makes it extra super special for me. And yeah, really motivating. And not only did I enjoy having him there, he actually had a load of fun himself as well. So for both of us, a super experience. Then obviously the other crew, Danielle, Rogan, Ash and Adam, absolute legends. They did such a great job of supporting me on the day, and yeah, I can't thank them enough for everything they did for me throughout the whole 24 hours along the Greensand Way. They were absolute legends. Danielle did a fantastic job of basically being sort of like the crew manager, and she made sure that everything was running to schedule and everyone was doing what they should have been when they should have been doing it, and just basically looking after everyone. She was sort of like the trail mum for everyone on the day. And yeah, she just did a fantastic job, as she always does with these things. Like, she's so organised, can't thank her enough. Next up, Ash, huge shout out to him for supplying the camper van as well, which was very, very useful.
Look at this.
It's green, mate. Look.
Whose quality is that? Yeah.
Have you seen this bus before?
No, I hadn't.
Badass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quality, mate.
Green,
Little
isn't it?
bunk bed back there.
There you go.
What do you think about this, Zachary?
Hello, Zach. How are you? Look, you come up here, Zach. Look, you come.
You've got a bed up there, mate.
There's a
Look.
bed in there and everything.
Two beds, a bunk bed in there. One there, one there. It sleeps 4 people apparently.
That sort of meant that those guys could be sort of self-sufficient, and it also opened up a few more options in terms of crew points. And also, when my parents wanted to have a little bit of a rest, it meant that we had another vehicle on standby that, you know, could go to those crew points and make sure we had someone there for support and aid the whole way along whilst people got rest as well. So yeah, having that there was fantastic. Not only did he supply the crew van, he also ran about 20 plus miles with us on the day. So a fantastic run with Ash, who's actually in training for the spine race next year. So a nice day of training for Ash out on the trails on the Greensand Way. Next up, Rogan, absolute legend. This guy ran over 100 kilometers with me, so that's absolutely incredible. Huge shout out to him. He started the day with not knowing how far he would go, and just to come in and just bat out like 110, 120k or whatever he did, something phenomenal. It's just fantastic. So huge shout out to Rogue. And yeah, it was just nice. We had a real good camaraderie between us for that whole thing. Like, he was like my trail brother by the end of it. It was awesome. And then Adam, he started out not knowing how far he would go because he's just sort of coming back from an injury. But it was great to share a few miles with him, and having him there in the crew vehicle as well, like throughout the day, was just awesome, because obviously he's got a lot of 100-mile experience and he's a coach. So yeah, he knows exactly what to say to motivate, and he's got great advice, and just having him there as one of my close friends was fantastic. So yeah, shout out to those four for being absolute legends. Obviously there were other people that joined us throughout the day as well. So thank you very much, you know who you are. But special mentions to all the GTR boys that came out just to do the last sort of section with me as well, from Leaf Hill to the finish. It was awesome to share the finish line with so many of you guys, and it just made it super, super special. So yeah, but special mention as well to Asan Khan, who did a fantastic job of boosting the fundraising numbers. So if you weren't aware, we sort of separated the fundraising page into different people's like personal fundraisers that all went into the big Greensand Way 100 pot, and Asan did a superb job of fundraising. Him alone, he managed to raise over £1,600. So yeah, he did a fantastic job of boosting up the cancer research fundraiser. So shout out to Asan. Other than that, as I say, there was a few people that came out on the day to support me here and there, just popped up just for a few miles and just to say hi. So thank you very much. That definitely did lift my spirits on a few occasions, you know, when you have those dips. So having you guys along and just seeing some different faces was fantastic. So thank you very much for that. But yeah, just amazing. The support was just fantastic. And that, yeah, was just, as I say, the overall theme of the run for me was just support. It was on so many levels, so special. So yeah, thank you very much. All right, so the next thing up that I wanted to talk to you guys about was just a few of the standout pieces of kit that I used for the Greensand Way 100. So first up are the Hoka Tecton X3s. So these things I ran from start to finish. Absolutely fantastic shoe. Obviously I did the Triple Trail 50 in these as well, so I knew they could handle 50 miles, but they'd never been on my feet up to 100 miles, and they didn't disappoint. Super comfortable from start to finish, and they went through all sorts, you know, mud, bogs, puddles, you name it. These things ran through it, and yeah, they did a super job. No hot spots, no rubbing, no blisters. Yeah, they just did really, really well. And I think the extra addition of the carbon plate in there sort of like helped my legs perform, especially in the latter stages, you know, when you're trying to avoid the death march towards the end. I was still bouncing along in those, yeah, relatively comfortable. So yeah, the Hoka Tecton X3, great shoe. Next piece of kit that I want to talk to you guys about that did a fantastic job on the day was my race vest. So this is the Instinct X8, and again, similar to the shoes, this went on at the start and stayed on for the whole thing. All the pockets that you have here on this vest made it super convenient to find all of your kit. especially when your brain's starting to go a little bit towards the latter stages of a long race like this. Yeah, so easy to find everything because of the ample storage space up here on the front. So when it's important to keep getting the nutrition in, you know, it's easy to find and also easy to carry because there's so much space to store it all in there. Yeah, so I'll probably be doing a little review probably of this vest in the coming weeks. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about the Instinct X8, stay tuned to the channel for that. So in terms of the actual run itself then, like operationally, how it all worked out on the day was superb. No dramas there. And in terms of my personal performance, pretty pleased with that. So if you don't follow me over on social media or on Strava, you may well have missed the fact that we managed to set a new FKT for the Greensand Way as well. So really pleased to have done that. So we finished the whole 115 miles in 24 hours, 13 minutes and 24 seconds. So I think we managed to shave about half an hour-ish off the previous FKT time, which was fantastic. That was just like a little cherry on top of what was already a fantastic day out on the trail. So yeah, really pleased to have set a new FKT on the day. Also managed to set a new, well, unofficial 100-mile PB as well. So I think we went through the 100-mile mark in just over 20 hours. So yeah, pretty pleased to have done that as well. My actual 100-mile official PB sits at 22 hours and 1 minute. So to have gone through 100 miles in just over 20 hours was amazing. So really pleased to have done that as well. It just means that the training off the back of that previous 100-mile at the South Downs has gone really well, and it's, you know, seeing improvements. So really, really pleased with that. Also in terms of fueling and everything on the day, superb. No issues with my stomach or cramping or anything this time round, so pretty happy with that. And also having Danielle and Adam there, obviously they're really experienced 100-mile runners, and having them like hounding me all the time, reminding me to keep eating, keep fueling, was very, very important as well. So thank you very much to Danielle and Adam for being on the ball and keeping me fueled up throughout the whole thing as well, and making sure that I was eating enough. So yeah, that went well. And then also I think in terms of performance, having different people there throughout the day and having so much support in general definitely did help keep me motivated. And, you know, just when you're having banter and chatting to people along the trails, it sort of takes your mind out of, you know, the dark places that you can sometimes fall into in these long runs. And yeah, just help keep me motivated and moving forward and just enjoying the experience rather than focusing on like the negative things like the pain in your legs and stuff like that. So yeah, I think having everyone there, not only did it make it a special day, but also helped me perform a little bit better as well, which was fantastic. So yeah, all in all, really, really pleased with how the Greensand Way 100 went in terms of performance and running perspective. So yeah, awesome. Now, just a little bit on what I've been doing since the Greensand Way 100. So obviously still running, still training for 2025 season. It's close approaching. So yeah, still getting out and getting the miles in. So after the week after, I took nearly a whole week off. So no running throughout the week. And then I did a few sort of light jogs the weekend after. So basically 5 days, no running, a few little runs the following weekend. And then pretty much since then, I've been back into nearly full-time training again. So volume's gone back up to what it usually was prior to the Greensand Way 100. And, you know, no niggles or any issues there in terms of injuries or anything, which is fantastic. So yeah, the recovery has been pretty good. So pleased with that. And then, yeah, we're just looking at sort of coasting now throughout the rest of 2024, get through into 2025, and then we'll pick up some proper dedicated training for some more races next year. But in terms of recovery from the Greensand Way 100, can't fault it. Really, really pleased with how it's all gone. So as I just alluded to, we haven't got any sort of huge long distance races planned for the rest of the year now. So it's just going to be enjoying our running and having as much fun as we can throughout the rest of the year. And next Friday, we've actually got another event coming up. So it's the first of the sort of 2024-2025 season backyard races. So another Surrey Trek and Run looped race, and this one is in Peaslake. So I'm going to be doing this again with Zachary. So some 5k fun out in Peaslake, up and down Pitch Hill, which again will be taking in some of the Greensand Way. So we've got that to look forward to on Friday coming. So yeah, that should be a nice evening out on the trails. But as I say, nothing sort of long distance or ultra based now for the rest of 2024. It's just all about, you know, staying consistent and keeping the injuries at bay as we head into 2025. But yeah, I think that's probably about it now, just to bring you guys all up to speed on what, you know, how things have gone and what we've got coming up in the not too distant future. But if you have any other questions about anything to do with the Greensand Way, or, you know, my running or training in general, please drop it down in the comments and I'll get back to you on that. But for now, I'll leave you guys here. So if you liked today's video, please press the like button. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more running videos like this. So that's it. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next week at the Peaslake Backyard Trail. Peace.